And as we reported at the top of the news, police have arrested a man for the murder of a Lockport native who was killed in Charlotte, North Carolina. News 4's Rachel Kingston has the details.
After an intense two-day manhunt, police in North Carolina have arrested 22-year-old Mark Anthony Cox.
He was located at a residence of an associate of his.
Cox is accused of murdering 25-year-old Lockport native Danielle Watson on Friday night, then stealing her car and dumping her body near the restaurant in Charlotte where they both worked. Information detectives developed over the weekend led them to the home of Cox's associate, 135 miles east in Fayetteville.
I know that Fayetteville did a search warrant for that residence, and when they went inside, he was taken into custody without any incident.
Watson's fiancée is relieved knowing Cox has been caught.
I want him to go away from me forever. I don't want to see his face. I don't want to hear about him. Just go away.
But he's frustrated with the fact that a 911 operator's apparent mix-up gave Cox a head start. Smith talked to Watson as she was closing the Flying Biscuit Cafe around 10 Friday night. He heard a commotion in the background, and then the line went dead. When Watson didn't respond to several calls and texts, Smith called 911. But the operator took down two critical pieces of wrong information: the name and address of the restaurant where Watson worked.
Where do you need police?
7930 Ray Road.
I've listened to it dozens of times as well, and I can also hear it both ways as to whether it was 7930 or 3930.
What's the name of the business?
Flying Biscuit.
I can hear clearly the caller said Flying Biscuit, but the call taker who received the call put in at the Plum Biscuit.
The 911 operator has now been suspended from his job, and police are reviewing dispatching procedures.
Is it policy or procedure to repeat back an address?
You know, it's not. But that is one of the things I think we've learned from making sure that we're confirming those addresses before they get entered into the system and officers are sent out.
And Mark Anthony Cox may be charged with 2 counts of murder, depending on the results of Danielle Watson's autopsy. Watson was 2 months pregnant with she and Smith's first child at the time of her murder. Live in the newsroom, Rachel Kingston for the 10 o'clock news.